First off, this looks like flaming hot Cheetor.
Yes, I wonder if they double his helmet. I do like that red sword, which
I
is
was
my
just about to
favorite
say
sticker
that
in
weapon is kind of
particular
cool.
that I have with this figure, which ironically I just talked about a figure without it, is this figure doesn't have a crotch.
Honestly, I think you should get this. I don't know. Part of me is saying go ahead and get the gold chest just to have it, but I don't know. Welcome back, BVC fans. I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And let's hop into the weekly news right before the movie.
Yes, so because of that, it's a little slow, but we grabbed what we could for you. So let's talk about the leak, I guess you could call it that, and that is the Legacy. What's his name? Bombshell. Yeah, I was right. I get all these guys' names confused. So here are some original pictures that we just saw. Looks pretty good. And here are some more in-hand images. So what do you think about this, Bobby?
So after we talked about the Insecticons a couple weeks ago, and I talked about how I only had kickback, I actually started thinking about I need to pick these other two up. So I said I was out on Shrapnel. Now I'm looking for them. I will be picking this one up as well.
Okay, well, there you go. I do plan on picking this up too. I already have the other two. They're not my favorite figures, but they fill a hole in the collection. You can say, at least for me, I don't plan on getting masterpiece versions of these guys. But I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Has he always had this helmet thing? I thought it was just sticking off of the back of his head.
It was... Good question. Let me think. I think... I know, right? I think he did always have that.
Because this just looks weird to me. Like, I think it'd be better if it, like, folded back and was just behind his head.
It usually folded back behind his head,
right?
though, but yeah.
Right. So, who knows if these are transformed correctly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think we'll both be getting this, and I'll be looking forward to completing the trio.
Yes, and so anybody that sees a Shrapnel in Atlanta, please let me know.
All right, let's talk about what was just announced. The first thing is something that I'm actually kind of interested in. I won't be picking it up for reasons that I think will be obvious, but that is this, which is the 3-0 MDLX Magnus. Now, I'm not going to be picking this up, not because it doesn't transform, but because of the price. Honestly, if this thing was like $100, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I love unarmored Magnuses. We've talked about that before. I think it's the best version of Magnus. Fight me. And I would add this to that collection that I have. But it priced me out. But I got to say, it does look really nice, especially with that icy axe. At least that's what I see it as.
Oh, excuse me. Hiccups over here. I think I got...
Like it that much.
I think I got drunk off of you saying that you would actually pick it up. It does look really good. And the facial expression, it actually looks like he's a little evil or really mad, like he's going on a mission to, come after you for calling him, Ultra Magnus, when really it's not. It's a Prime in white.
No, this is definitely Magnus. Just because it's not your Magnus doesn't mean it's not Magnus. He just can't handle it right now, which is why his face is like that.
Oh, is that what it is? He's upset that you're not picking him up. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
It does look really good, though.
Yeah, I like the stylization. It's just enough.
Yeah, I can go with that. I can go with that as well. I won't be picking it up because it doesn't transform. I don't even know what the price is.
It's about $300, I believe, somewhere around there.
Jeez.
If it did transform, I might actually be interested, but that's another story.
If it transformed, I'd pick it up.
I could transform by and pick it up?
I said if it transformed, I would pick it up.
I completely misheard you. Okay, that makes more sense. Yes, I'd be picking this up too. So moving on to something we already talked about as well. This was formally announced. We've got Tigatron and Black Arachnia 2-pack to go with the other ones. We've already talked about this in detail, I think. But go get it if you guys still need these. They look amazing. I just already have multiples of both of these toys.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I have a set, maybe two. I'm good.
Yeah, but they do look nice. I will say that.
Not my favorite characters. Oh my goodness.
Now this is something I think you like it because you said, "Oh my goodness." This is a promotional item. So it's one of the Target Masters that should be like $4.99, but they're $8.99. And you have to it's a Takara Tomy Mall exclusive. It's called Awakening Weapon Clear Red Cheetor. So maybe we'll see what that means in the movie. Maybe this actually has some relevance. You know, I'm going to see tomorrow. I don't know about you, Bobby.
I will be seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see a red Cheetor in the movie, and you're going to have to buy this just to be, you know, a completionist. But you have to buy either the Ultimate Optimus Primal with the firing missiles that we saw, the Beast Mode Bumblebee with the weird red bird in his chest, or the Beast Power Optimus Prime with the lion in his chest. And then you would be getting this for free. So
first off, this looks like Flaming Hot Cheetor. And
that's what I would call him if I
that's what I would call him. And if anything, I would pick up that Optimus or that Primal with the firing missiles, but I wouldn't be buying it just to get this. I am not a fan of this at all.
I'm not a fan of it right now, but I think if they painted the eyes and added some spots on it, I think that would go miles for it. But I get it. It's a promotional item. They don't want to put a lot of money into it.
Yes.
So I get it. It's good for what it is. And I know people really like these things. So if you do collect the weird repaints that come out in Japan, the promotional Target Masters, let us know. I'd like to see your collection.
Yeah. This is all you.
That's going far. The next thing would be all you if it was in America, and that is the popcorn bucket. This one is like 100 times better than what we're getting in the States.
It is. And,
and this is in Thailand, before we go any further. What do you think about this?
I like it. I like it a lot, actually. There's no Cinemark movie theaters by me. Actually, there's only one in Georgia. And so I had to order the Optimus Prime head. So hopefully it's here tomorrow, but I am going to AMC, so I'll be picking up the trailer as well. So I'll have both for collections, but I would love to have this one instead. Yeah. This is more like my Prime.
Yes, this is actually really cool. I like that it's a whole bust and not just the noggin.
And those tops for the cups are cool too.
Yes, I wonder if they double as helmets. Yeah. That was my first thought. Because you know how the cups are humongous in movie theaters. If it's big enough to wear, that would be fun. Next, let's go into third parties, and we have Thor Mini. So here you go, Bobby. Legends. It's a Legends figure, and it's a figure that was in G1. It's perfect for you.
And I think everyone knows that means it's not for me.
I think everybody knows that's sarcasm.
Yes. I mean, we do both have these in the MP scale, which, you know, I know there's a lot of backlash about them adding, you know, monkey pants to the Predaking. I like them. You know, it was different. It's new. I will be getting the gold version as well soon, but the minis are out on my list.
I agree. I do like that red sword, which
I was just about to say that weapon's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that I do like the new weapons they're adding with these things. I think they're honestly better than the MP scale because they're gold. I don't know why they used orange sword. That's the one thing that I don't like on that combiner. So I think that's pretty cool. And I also think the size is kind of interesting. The MP one transforms so intricately. I want to see what the engineering is like. And there it is in pants mode with the shins, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, gosh, it just looks. You know, I'm almost reliving this again as I was piecing together ours when we were doing it, and to go through that again, I just remember I was like, "Come on, I need the pants! Come on, I need the pants!" You know, so I know for those that are collecting this, they'll be happy to start being able to complete their Predaking.
Yes. So something that I think you might like with the next one, though. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you want this guy right here. You like the grapple mold, and here's a Legends figure just for you, and it's Bulkhead.
So I'm not a fan of the character of Bulkhead, and literally I purchased the X Transbot one because I do like the mold, and it was really cool how they did that. I'm surprised that they made a Legends version of that mold, since it was kind of different for X Transbots to even make it. Again, I'm not.
This is New Age, not X Transbots.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that like somebody copied the mold that X Transbots did and made a New Age or a Legends figure that looked like the X Transbots version of Bulkhead instead of making just a Bulkhead.
Yeah, I gotta say I like this head a lot better than the one on X Transbots though. It looks more unique and it looks like Bulkhead. The one on X Transbots was a little I do like this.
Yeah, I love the utility trucks, and then they're making this a military truck, so it's kind of cool, different. And I don't know, is this going to be the way we start looking at Bulkhead from now on?
That would be very interesting because it would be third parties doing it.
Exactly.
There would be the ones that are pushing that trend. That would be very interesting. It's not the first time Hasbro used third party designs either. If you look at some medias and stuff, they're out there if you look into it.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. X Transbots might have started something.
Yeah, they definitely might have. So let's get on to some updates. The first one is all you, and that is the Robosen ROTB Optimus Prime. This is the signature robot, and here it is in the package. What do you think of the packaging?
So it's pretty similar to, well, let me change that. The Robosen came, the flagship came in a case. It was really kind of cool, folding clamshell case. So did the trailer. This looks a little bit different of how it kind of folds together, I guess. So I definitely like the flagship packaging better, but I like how they have everything set out and laid out in its own insert in the case.
Yeah,
I do like that aspect of it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. They must have two sets of this because all those weapons are disappearing if you don't get the pre-ordered version.
That is, yeah, I forgot about that. Jeez, that sucks.
It's crazy. So next we've got some Takara Masterpiece stuff. Don't know if you're too interested from past episodes. First, we've got this box, which let's not talk about the figures. Let's just talk about the box. The box is great. This really looks cool. It looks like the old school combiner packaging from, late 80s, early 90s. So I really like this. They're doing a good job with the box. I don't know who this box is coming with. I'm assuming it's with the Cayenne character.
Well, I would go with me here on this. If I saw the box set like this for a decent price, I would pick it up.
Oh my goodness.
Just because I would be looking at it as a complete set, decent price, can see all 6 of them. I like that. They would never go into combine mode ever. But I could be tempted to pick it up because I like this box so much.
Yeah, I don't, and again, I couldn't figure out whether or not this box is going to be sold like this, or if this is just going to be the box for one of the smaller figures and then just going with it. Because Cayenne comes with some extras, and that is all of this. So he comes with some, like, armatures to make the trains fly up, and I think at the anime they flied up and combined.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. I'll give it to him. That would be a really cool way to display them, that you don't have to show off their less than stellar combined mode or robot modes. You could show them in train mode, just popping off, which is kind of cool.
Honestly, I really do like that. That's really cool. And I know with the Moon Studio set, it didn't come with tracks, but they would actually work on the Lego tracks in their train mode. So this is really cool that this comes with it, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I think it's a great add-on, an
Yes.
extra accessory. But we can't talk about Raiden without talking about this, because it can be supported, I guess, on the stands as well. I think we've already made our stance pretty clear where we stand with this figure.
You know
Yes.
what? If I saw it like this and I don't look at it, its left leg with the kibble on the side, but look at the right leg where it's kind of hidden behind, it doesn't look as bad in this mode with this picture. I like the fact that it does have a stand, and you know it's almost like Unicron, for instance, the HasLab Unicron. You know, it was really big, and you know you almost needed the stand to transform it because it was so big and finicky. So I do like the stand. I like that it can hold it. I don't know how heavy this is as well, so I'm not sure. I doubt it's the typical Takara stand, but you know, please let us know in the comments how heavy these trains are.
I just had a thought, because you brought up the Unicron. I wonder if they have to add the stand because it can't stand by itself.
That would be terrible.
I'm just saying,
That would
like,
be terrible.
I didn't even think about that until you brought up that Unicron thing. But for me, the proportions that are messed up is the torso. The torso seems far too short, and
Yeah.
I don't know their name, so excuse me. The white train bot on the chest seems far too long, and the crotch seems to be non-existent. Yeah, so
Yeah, he goes from
that's.
chest to
I
leg.
mean, yeah, exactly. And the kibble on the legs, you could honestly just take those off, and it would look okay. But you can't fix that torso.
True.
So that's where I stand. But let's move on to some other masterpiece, and that is Hoist. They showed off a video. I'd recommend watching it. It's kind of cool. But here he is right here. And I realized the problem that I have with this figure, which ironically I just talked about a figure without it, is this figure doesn't have a crotch. And I know that's probably G1 Toon accurate, but it looks really funky.
It does look really crazy right there. It's literally like it's like
legs sticking out. Yeah. So I realized that's why I don't like it. And even if it's Toon accurate, I think maybe having a crotch that could come down and then hide for, you know, people that want Toon accuracy versus a more coherent figure would be.
I'm having to look, because I know he has a crotch, you know.
Obviously not.
But I wonder if yeah, that does. I have to go back and look at my other figures as well and see, but that does look really awkward now that you pointed that out.
Yes. Sorry. Next we have a full front and back, and it looks fine. It's good for what it is, besides not having a crotch. And how are the legs gonna move? That's another thing. I'm like, if it doesn't have hips, how does that work? But
yeah, that's why I'm wondering, like, if something wasn't pulled down or something like that. I'm gonna have.
Well, somebody gonna get fired at Takara if they didn't pull down something on the promotional video.
Yeah, that's wow. I never.
So, and they also showed this, which I thought was kind of cool, which is all of the masterpieces, I think, that have been released for like the G1 Autobot cast, and they all look really good together. I think there's one that's missing, and it has to be because of licensing, and that's Jazz.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
they haven't.
I mean, I know there's other options for it, but I know some people don't like to collect their party, and that would annoy the heck out of me to not have a Jazz with everybody else.
Well, there's a few of the figures that are missing, because it's not even truly a. I mean, Ratchet's not there.
So, oh, you're right. Inferno's not there either.
Yeah, so
but those still have figures, though.
Yeah, so there's a few that. So I mean, this isn't even season 1 grouping, you know, because Trax is from season 2. So I think they're missing quite a few, but I think this was just kind of a hey, just.
I think it might be one of every mold.
That could be it. That could potentially be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some missing. definitely. But I'm actually, yeah, I have all of those, so I'm just kind of thinking of what else is missing. But then I start going into third party and Takara, and it's all blending in together now.
Yeah.
But
So
I do like that group picture.
has this swayed you?
I more than likely I'll pick it up, but I think I'll wait to pick it up.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have some restraint, I see.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's not going to be one of those figures that sells out everywhere, and you know, it will probably go on sale like, maybe around Christmas or something like that, depending on when
You're
they
going to be
release.
waiting a lot longer than Christmas. This is supposed to be released between January 30th and February 2nd of 2024.
Yeah, so like I said, maybe around Christmas. I didn't say what year.
So it's still quite a ways off. But
Yeah.
new masterpiece collectors are going to have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Next, we've got, I guess this is kind of a masterpiece, at least with looks. The 3.0 DLX Optimus Primal. We've already talked about this, and it looks just fine for what it is. I think they probably could have made this transform pretty easy, but they didn't.
Honestly, I think you should get this.
No, not going to happen.
I mean, it actually, I like the head on. I like the head. The face looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
yeah. I mean, I think it looks cool. It's an interesting design, but if the other primals that we've seen from this movie are any indicative of the color scheme, it's going to be super bland.
Yeah.
It's going to be one color with some dry brushing on it, which it's fine. It's accurate. I get it, but that's not what I want to see.
True.
All right. Well, let's keep going, and we are in third-party territory now, and I put this next one in just for you. And this is getting a re-release. And I know you said you were on the fence with it. So this is KFC Toys Metal Phase P10A+. It's an A+ figure. Kingzilla Snapdragon, and this is the off-white version. So will you be picking this up now that it's getting a re-release? Even though it already just released a little while ago.
It did just really release like earlier.
It might just be more stock, honestly, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
That's probably what it is. I do want the white version just because something's wrong with me. I do want the white version. I don't want to pay the price that the white versions are going for right now. Mm-hmm. So again, I probably sound like you. Give it to me on sale, and I'm in for both. I mean, if it was probably like $120, I'd buy both of them.
I would be in at that price too. But the price they are at and the back kibble, which I get, it's accurate, whatever, puts me off.
Yeah.
So now we have something that I think you're also going to be interested in. And that's Dreamstar Toys Superion. We got a combined image. And I've got to say, this is looking better than when they originally showed off the renders. It's not pulling me in, so don't even ask, because it's too bland. But it looks a lot better painted like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like they're using, the same figure for the arms, so it is what it is. But I'm really anxious about getting that slingshot. Not slingshot. I'm sorry. Silverbolt.
See, that like what we were talking about last time. You wouldn't forget the Winged Wolf's name is Silverbolt, but you'll forget this guy's name is Silverbolt.
I already forgot about that little dog. That little dog that needs its wings clipped. No, I'm really anxious about the Silverbolt, and it looks good. I'm all in for it. It will go in a battle with my Kang Toys Predaking. They're both stylized and not necessarily what I would normally go for, but I'm all in for it. Again, one of my planes is good. The other one had a clip that broke off, so hopefully I can get to a more figures that are better than more figures that have QC issues.
Yes, I sincerely hope for your sake that this comes out just fine.
Yes, looks good though.
All right, so let's talk about some incoming stuff. And we've got another re-release, and that is Mocha. So if you've been watching our channel for a while, this was actually on my top 5 of last year. So it's coming out again. I thought it was good to put attention to it. This is a good figure for a good price. It doesn't suit everybody's fancy, but it goes right in with my Decepticon Fembots.
I remember you bringing this up. I'm still not picking her up, but I'm happy that you're happy.
Well, yeah, I'm not buying another one, but hey, you should pick it up. Look at that umbrella sword lance thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really throwing me off.
I don't even know what's up with it. It's just weird. So next, coming out soon, we've got the APC Zombie Cliff Jumper. We talked about this last time. I think you liked the head just because it was very dead looking. And I like this too. Probably won't pick it up because that $30 can be spent on other figures.
I honestly, if I liked this Cliff Jumper, I would pick it up. I think $30 is a good price. I mean, that's, you know, compared to some of the other things I collect, $30 would be easy.
Yeah. So let's talk about some things that already came out. The first thing, we've got the Rise of the Beast Baneline Autobots Unite Spark Changers. These were found again at US retail. So these are the deluxe ones. We already saw that the Voyage, I don't know if they're called Voyager, the bigger ones are were already seen. So these are out as well. I really wish that Battle Trap had elbows and knees. I would be picking that up.
Well, I'm looking at the price. It's on sale, and that, I think that's like Kroger or something like that. It looks like a grocery store.
Yeah.
Shelf sticker. So
stranger things have happened with people finding things in the wild.
Yeah,
so,
I wonder where that's at. That's funny.
Yeah. So if you guys want them, go ahead and get them and bring them to the movie. We have something that I'm actually interested in, and we talked about this as well. This is Jawbreaker from Earthspark. I guess he's actually in the show. So I don't know. I just see a funky design and want it.
His brain is exposed.
I think that's the shell. You know how those one dinosaurs?
Yeah, it looks like a brain.
It does kind of protrude out instead of being like a shield.
Yeah.
But I do like this, I've got to say. And if I was a kid, I would really like this. And if I see it in stores, I'll probably still really like it as an adult.
This is all you, my friend. I will keep an eye out for it, and if I see it, I'll grab it for you.
All right, sounds good. I'm still looking for Thrash or whatever. I haven't been able to find him. All right, so now for you guys across the pond in the UK, we've got the Studio Series video game figures that you can purchase now. So go out and get them. I haven't even seen these anywhere near me. I haven't been looking that hard, but I still haven't seen them. And you're interested in the Bumblebee, correct?
I am. I've actually been looking for it. Haven't seen it. So again, any of my friends that are in Atlanta that love the show, please let me know if you see one. I am planning on picking it up.
Well, you're going to have to let me know how it is because I am not getting it. And lastly, we have Fans Toys Recorder for you. This was released. Now, do you have this? Did it come in already?
It did come in, and actually, I just... Oops.
There he is, guys.
Yeah, I literally just opened them up last night, and the transformation isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be or what I saw. It is a lot of little twists and turns there, but once you do it the first time, it was kind of easy getting them back.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. I did want to say that this alternate head, I usually like the toy heads, but this one looks bad. It just does not sit well. But other than that, it looks fine. I do think the gold chest would make it look nicer, but again, I'm not going for a Toon accurate look.
Oh yeah, I was out on the gold chest, so I am happy that they're giving the option now, which is really cool. And I don't know, part of me is saying go ahead and get the gold chest just to have it, but I don't know.
You should get it. It's like $5, right?
I don't know. I've literally skipped past it, so it would just sit in the box or whatever package it comes in that I'll probably put in this box. So
I think you've bought worse things that have been sitting in packages up on your shelf over there with the brand Hasbro on them.
I do have a lot there.
I know you do. All right, guys. Well, that's everything we have for you today. So let us know your thoughts below. As always, like, subscribe, and share this video around. Get some more people watching us. We'd appreciate it. And we'll see you guys really soon.
And remember, make sure to go check out the movie Rise of the Beast. Early release is tomorrow. I'll be going to see it tomorrow afternoon. What about you, James?
I'll be seeing it as well. I'll be seeing it tomorrow night. But so we'll be seeing it, and I think we'll have a little discussion on Friday.
Let's do it. So hopefully we won't spoil it for you. Maybe we will. But stay tuned. And as always, till all debates are won.